Welcome back to my Girl Love series review on this channel. Today, let's talk about episode 10 of Girl Rules. Since I was really busy last week and couldn't make a video about episode 9, I'll briefly talk about it here first. There were two things from episode 9 that I really need to mention. First, Sasha's plan. Honestly, I think it would have worked much better if the story had gone in the direction where Chris genuinely tried to flirt with Gorya. And then Gorya slowly realized her feelings for Sasha and chose to come back to her. Because realistically, if Gorya ever found out that everything was part of Sasha's plan, would she still continue loving her after everything that happened? Personally, I don't think so. Another thing is that GMMTV really seems to enjoy throwing in kisses that don't actually mean anything just to create controversy. Last time it was milk-and-film, and now it's Emmy and Love. I genuinely don't understand it. The second thing is how quickly Eri forgave Bambi. That part honestly felt very strange to me. This is someone who held on to the past for years, hated enough to want revenge, wanted to destroy someone else's happiness, carefully planned everything, joined Prim's company for revenge, and even faked an audio recording in the car. But then, suddenly, Bambi shows up crying and apologizing, and they forgive each other almost immediately. It all happened way too fast, so the emotional payoff didn't feel satisfying at all. If Eri had never known the truth back then, and Bambi was only now finally explaining everything, it would have made more sense, but Eri already knew about the past. So having everything resolved that easily with just tears and an apology didn't feel believable to me at all. Now moving on to episode 10. Honestly, while watching this episode, I kept thinking, okay, there's drama happening, but why does everything still feel kind of empty? What stood out to me the most is that the story feels more stretched out than actually developed. A lot of the conflicts feel like they were added in too late, especially the work conflict between Prim and Min. These two have already built a company and a dream together for so long, yet the drama still comes down to choosing work or choosing your partner, which feels a bit hard for me to fully understand at this point. Prim honestly wasn't wrong for setting boundaries with clients. Once you keep accepting unreasonable demands, people will eventually expect you to do it forever. But at the same time, I also understand why Bambi feels even worse after seeing Prim sacrifice work to take care of her. With Bambi's current mental state, she can't see it as love. Instead, she sees herself as a burden who will eventually drag the person she loves down with her. The problem is that these two have never really communicated properly. Prim always chooses to carry everything alone and hopes others will understand her without explanation, while Bambi keeps everything bottled up until her emotions completely explode. So the more they love each other, the more dependent and emotionally unhealthy their relationship starts to feel. As for Sasha and Gorya, I'm honestly disappointed because I think they were the best developed couple in the entire series. In previous episodes, their chemistry felt incredibly natural. The way they cared for each other in small, gentle moments was genuinely heart-fluttering to watch. But once they officially got together, it somehow never reached the emotional payoff I expected. And now the series suddenly throws in the Sasha's mother plotline at this exact moment, so my reaction was basically just, oh, more drama again. Overall, I wouldn't say this episode was bad. It just feels stuck in the middle. It's not good enough to make me want to replay it, but it's also not bad enough to make me stop watching. And even though every week I complain about how frustrating the script can be, next week I'll still be here watching the next episode anyway.